submission for the MBB experience. Hi, my name is Roland, and this is my final submission for my master's study abroad experience. I think I'll put it in three different phases. I'll explain it in three different phases. I think the first being the start, so the beginning of the program, which sort of builds up on, I think, the 3-minute video, the learning taken, and I think perhaps the non-academic benefit or gains. So in the last video, I think it was still adjusting because that was back in October, and after sort of settling, fully adjusting, a few challenges, I guess. But the best thing was my ICP team, which is the Keystone program, and I mentioned this with my team members, which was very important because I was doing this for the entire exchange, whereas the other modules were coming and going. Well, we pitched our idea to the German firm. They liked it very much. They've actually implemented some of the ideas we suggested in our proposal, which is very, 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 very. I mean, there's nothing more rewarding. So we added value to them. So I did 6 modules in total during my exchange. Did the ICP, which I've just spoken about. I did organizational change, which is a consultancy core module. That was brilliant, and it kind of helped me to sort of understand business and change, I guess, sort of what the consultants' responsibilities are to themselves and to the people they're working with. I did the Startup and Grow module, which was great because it showed how to scale an idea to unicorn, basically. It's heavily focused on the finance side, which is something I would consider a weakness on my part. So it was great to have done that. I did the business ethics module, and that was very good because it just made you aware of some of these ramifications or things that you would never have thought as sort of, being considered as ethically flawed, or, so for example, like he showed us a diagram of a spiral of how you start with giving someone a gift, and at what point does a gift stop being a gift and becomes a bribe. So that was an enlightening module. I did the Your Future Career, and that was a journey. So it's a module designed for you to sort of find and understand your strengths, kind of look at the industries that you would potentially apply. Part of the module involves connecting with an RSM alumni who discusses your thinking and your ideas. And I got connected to an alumni of the change, so the strategy, the organizational change masters, who is actually in Nicaragua at the moment. So, I mean, like that I did not have, in mind. But we had a very constructive conversation, which I found very, very helpful. It kind of led me to sort of where I am now, in a sense. It's sort of informed. I mean, many experiences and interactions have done this. I have now sort of decided to go on and process my application for a PhD position, hopefully at the University of Leeds, which for me would be triple lock because my undergrad, master's, and the PhD would have been at the same institution. I don't mind. I'm geolocated, so yeah, it works for me. I'm happy. I just have to dig real deep now because of I think the challenge that the PhD sort of presents in my mind. So hopefully once I get started, it'll be a lot easier. Rotterdam is a beautiful city. I got to know a lot of locals because the good thing is they speak English. The accommodation was great, provided through the university. I became a local. I mean, even in the supermarket, you would have conversations with people as though you'd lived there for like almost all your life. So that was really good because it helped it helped the settling in phase, and it just helped this being away from home sort of feeling of, oh, I should be or must be at home. From a that's more non-academic. From an academic perspective, what was really good was all the learning I'd done on the MSCIB. I think proved invaluable. So, for example, in the strategy management module, I found that a lot of the thinking and the ways we handle the simulation helped me when it came to the consultancy project, when we were working as a team, and how we arrived to our sort of final presentation. The presentation skills, I guess, also worked from the professional skills module. I found the cross-cultural management module very helpful as I was interacting in a team of, from 5 different nationalities in a wider group of 50 different nationalities. I found my competency in cross-cultural management, like really, really there. And that goes back to one scale that Hanna Gajowska had us do, which was to just measure how culturally intelligent you are. And I'll remember that forever. Good news is, happy to say, I achieved the highest mark for the international consultancy project in our cohort for this exchange. So, whoop, whoop. No bragging. And to cap it all off, yesterday, which is Tuesday, the 28th, I was part of the MBB alumni event. So happy days.